don't know. I'm going to see myself for this reading. You can enjoy. Thank you for being here. I am settling into my new hair. I feel it everywhere, like the effect of the intention of the hair, the air of the hair mission. Here we are doing air signs. Last in the series for the week, we have checked in across the whole zodiac, and I just really felt it was time to show up again to check in with this chapter between October 23rd and November 21st, I think, is when Scorpio, the moon in Scorpio, the cycle closes for Scorpio season. There's a lot due, and it's not all important or urgent. So I hope that this reading will help the air signs to acclimatize to the air that I'm sensing, and hopefully these messages will help you figure out whatever you're trying to figure out for yourself between now and then. I think I'll say I think a lot rather than I feel, because I'm thinking a lot today. My mind is fast, and I hope that I'm in good company, I'm sure, with the air signs. We'll start with an oracle card for each sign from the Rising Feminine Oracle deck, and you can find the link for that below. I've never done that before. I think it's because I can't see myself. Liberation. Oh, there's an air here. I need to clean my nails. Yes, and the air feels like it's a little formal. I should have done that. I'm going to read from a different deck, am I? Oh, no. I think I need a new tarot deck. I've got to get a new tarot deck. Nothing against you, it's just there's something with that one that I need to discuss with myself. Ten of Swords. Okay, before we start, I'm going to just shuffle my shit away. I can feel some tension in my lower back, and that's like I'm allowed to admit it here with you. Thank you. Because it wants to release up, get out. It's keeping me feeling stern. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but the camera is in a different position, the face camera, and it's higher. There's an air to it. I shortened the tripod and then put it up on the duvalaki, the chair. So that's interesting. It's the 3 to the 4. There's a tripod on a 4-legged chair right before my very eyes. Time to balance upon stability. Got it? I got that. Wholesome woman. Yeah, but I didn't want to I'm going to try and keep this direct and to the point for you today. So we're doing commutative. The air element will appreciate it. We'll start with Libra, Aquarius, and then Gemini. Libra, charming, sociable, engaging, refined, seeks balance and harmony. Venus, yeah. I timed it effortlessly. Venus moved into Scorpio today for the season. Temperance, Sagittarius, and finished off with yesterday, yes. Oh, nice. We're allowed in. That was me, Bub. I just knocked on the deck. Yeah, that was prominent. She felt that like it was real. We're allowed in. The Fool. That was fresh. The Fool is the first card in the tarot journey. the major arcana. The Fool takes a leap of faith, here represented as this young being. Looks more like a joker, and I've referenced the archetype as being like Jim Carrey from The Mask, just being able to forget all of the troubles of the human self and just take a leap of faith and be all that being wants to be, and trust that you have that loyal companion, your inner being by your side, and nothing but the clothes on your back. The universe will catch you. Every lesson you need to know will be there. It's just like, what a fool, jump off that cliff. It's so silly but fun, and you've got to, like, it's when that mask comes over you, we are born as a human. That's a mask, no? Two of Pentacles. I'm not sure what I'm doing. That was cute. Libra pulled me in. Okay, what's the intention for Libra? Show me a divine rising feminine archetype to balance the patriarchal tarot. I'm the freaking first to say it. Ancient woman. Yeah, I have to. Libra. Oh. Diligence. When I say I have to. That's what I mean. Ancient woman. There's three, the tripod on the fucking chair. She holds all her archetypes from the future, present, and past. With their teachings, she continues to expand. Her self-commitment will forever last. Thank you for calling me here, Libra. Maturity, commitment, diligence, respect. I needed to see this in myself, this reading come through. Archetype, mother, season, summer, element, fire. Yes. Okay, so Libra, what's happening for you? I wonder what the question is. I'm not sure, I should know. The Fool, we're doing it anyway. What are you working on? We're doing a Celtic cross, and I'll pull the staff from a still deck, but the first few will. Oh, that's interesting. The 8 and the 9 of Cups, and they were slippery together. Sequential. I was going to say I was unsure as to which was in the crossing position and which was in the unconscious, and then I pulled the Queen of Swords. She's short. She holds all her archetypes from future, present, and past. I'm not shuffling this deck anymore. Okay? Libra? That's just the way it is. Queen of Swords has spoken. You got this. We're just gonna pause the Hangman in the past position. You know what I'm talking about. There was something that you, oh my nose, wow, it's happening again. There was something that you I don't know, past, present, and future seems interesting here. There's something reflected back to us now that is relevant for you to remember, because the Fool has a sense of amnesia that's part of the act. You know, ignorance is bliss kind of energy. You can't expect more of that kind of character than to take the child. It's a wild card also, right? So the timing of what you're facing in this reading is up to you to discern. And that's the crossing energy, which is what is for you to discern, to figure out what, you know, you've got to feel, is this energy helping or hurting my leap of faith that my soul is urging? This is the beginning of a big chapter, but also the end of a, you know, with every beginning there is an end. There's no circle, there's no start here. That's why the Fool was considered originally as a wild card. I'm getting just nudged to pull the final 4 cards that lead to the outcome of this situation for Scorpio season. 9 of Cups, I felt that shift again. I'm really feeling this shift with the outcome cards so strongly in my energy. Maybe I need to pause. Yeah, so the crossing position, 9 of Cups. In the unconscious position, the 8 of Cups. So maybe unconsciously or subconsciously, or something that you're not as clear of or as aware of, or it defies logic in the sense that this is just an emotional or a quest, an intuitive quest, you know, not that logic is not received intuitively also. I understand that seems contradictory, but you understand this, and this might be what's kind of toying at the, you know, am I back where I started, or is this a fresh beginning? And it's really like how you see this situation that you're in now, people, place or thing, like don't let me attach any meaning to this that's not there. But how does that line up with your value system? Like those 9 cups that you're sitting before, that you're just like, hey, I really enjoy this thing, or that value, or this job, or this kind of work, or this is how I like my coffee or my eggs, or, you know, I'm flailing with the examples because even I, you know, couldn't possibly sense the depth of what's available for each of you in each of your vortexes of all of your, like there's so many of those 9 of Cups cards that I can just see, like, you know, when you go into a room of mirrors and this image has just been reflected back to me, like the layers of complexity of the value set, and wow. It's like, it's not confusing though, it's very clarifying to be able to accept it that way and to all of a sudden see it from this perspective, and somehow unconsciously you've been chipping away or making a mosaic out of a broken mirror, chipping away, like turning these shards into the path art, the art of your pathway, crafting and designing your pathway. Ace of Pentacles. So look to the future, Libra, because that really is very clarifying for you. You'll see this Ace of Pentacles as an offering. Maybe you need to have something tangible that you can accept to really see this and you know, bank it. A memory bank, oof. But to stock it, to log it, and to keep going anyway. There's something that you're going towards, maybe a new opportunity. Pentacles is earth energy, but it's, you know, it's a new chance to go through the earth energy journey. You know, what does that mean? It could be anything. You know, maybe you want to build a table. I don't know, maybe you want to collect coins. Maybe you want to create a garden. Maybe you want to heal karmic trauma. Pick your poison. And it's, I just got the image of Krista from the end of Fern Gully. Pick your poison. It was like cleansing that, detoxing that. Once that stench of the being is gone, she's able to walk through her path and just create flowers that could create, and that's what's happening here. So time out in the past position, Hanged Man. Like, I think it's a good time to just take stock of this grand presentation of the Fool at the start of your reading and the World at the bottom of your deck. That is the Fool, Major Arcana. Sure, first 22 cards of the deck is like sandwiching all of that 78 archetypes in the deck. Like, this is if we were reading your cards just forevermore, it would just keep going. This is your deck, right? This is your story, Libra. This is your path. This is for your creation. I just tasted the coagulation. It's the alchemic process. And coagulation, like you know when soy milk splits in a latte? Okay, so then there's a system. Once you get this new job, let's call it that. I don't know why, but it's not. It could be. Once you get this new Pentacles pathway in momentum, it feels like we're in motion, and you're enjoying it. And you might not be. It's like discipline. You will enjoy it. Okay, you're forcing yourself to enjoy it and to soften around the edges of of kind of aligning, I suppose, because the outcome position here is the Nine of Cups. So look, hear me now, believe me later. We could be like pretending that we're getting distracted with work and needing to go through this journey of inner security. It's not pretend, it's just, you're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling yourself, you know, and it's kind of in the unconscious how far you're actually walking towards healthy change for you to be able to accept maybe a new love offer, or a new offer of love, or a new a humble receiving of support that feels light and special, like I want to say romantic, but it could be like really fluffy pancakes at brunch, you know, that you waited in line all day and just got this big pumpkin of all of the condiments, and it's like that's the Knight of Cups energy as well. It's like, yes, that's what I want from the menu, you know. I don't know why it's food related, but it just feels like it's more like a bittersweet, no sweet, nourishing, no like a reward at the end of this path. Maybe you've got to do the gardening or do the weeding first and get this system sorted, because yeah, this Emperor to the Nine of Pentacles to the Six of Pentacles is a bit of a slog in the reading. It's like a slog in a harder slog, or a more like you got to do the work slog, you know, like, and I don't think it's a bad thing. There's just 5 cups over here and 3 cups over there. It might not look like everybody else's path, and that's why, you know, it doesn't even look like your path to you. It's not even in your consciousness now. Yeah, it's so far away from the Queen of Swords perspective, but you know, sometimes the instinct, maybe she's speaking to you through instinct, you know, she just comes in and fucking sorts it out, and it's like, well, if you didn't say that, we won't know this, and if you didn't do that, and if you didn't ask for that promotion, or if you didn't say, like, I'm fucking sitting between 2 fucking bookend butterflies. I got a lot of transformation on my belt. The Queen of fucking Swords. Don't make me go that far after all this time in the past that you've spent forcibly or learning how to hang yourself upside down from the tree of enlightenment, red and blue, the only masculine and feminine harmonizing, alchemizing pathway, the red and the blue, 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 and the fool in the world, the fool in the world. This is not like I'm saying it for effect, right? More, and it's also a little bit like, what is it? Neurodivergent people repeat things, and then what is it called? I don't need to know that. We'll figure it out later. Write a post-it note. Okay, so I want to talk about this slog a bit before we move along. The Emperor, Nine of Pentacles. The Emperor is in the position of your personal power. So first we're accepting this Ace of Pentacles, or like making the gardening plan, or doing the due diligence. Yeah, what did she say? She holds all her archetypes from the future, past, present, and past. With their teachings, she continues to expand. Her self-commitment will forever last. I just saw the Nine of Cups as self-commitment. It's like you need this Queen of Swords energy that you're like probably more familiar with. It's in the conscious position, right? Yeah, you are more familiar with it. You know how to like sort your own shit out, you know, or keep your shit together, and maybe isolate yourself, or even judge from a position of authority, or hide behind a title, something. Yes, I see it. It's Justice, Libra energy, neutralizing, and that's fine. But this part of your journey now is calling for you to really come into how you feel about it. How do you want to move through life, and how you want to accept offers. The 2 pathways in these 2 cards, the 8 of Cups and the 9 of Cups, kind of follow this similar trajectory of flow. When you see water in the deck, it's always coming from the High Priestess, the feminine line. So I think that's what you're working out, something, because your power is now just opening that foot ever so slightly to the masculine system within, and really assessing, Nine of Pentacles, how it fits with your way, your terms and conditions, how you want to negotiate and design It's like the garden is in this Ace of Pentacles is all of a sudden become like a stage or an event place, like a garden party. It's like at first we were preparing this pathway just for the self, and that's Nine of Pentacles energy, and then there must be an opening that you're looking for to be able to share. And I think that we can't rush that process. It's really important, Libra, that you understand that even just for this Scorpio season, that you really get your shit together, get your shit, all your shit in the backpack, and be able to fucking put it on your backpack and just be able to manage, mischief manage, mind manage. This is the Falcon on the top of the Nine of Pentacles is her going, right, I've got 6 Pentacles for me and the 3 for everybody else. You can't pour from an empty cup, you see, otherwise you're going to attract this displacement of give and take, that codependent energy. It just really dropped me down. I can see it in a different part of your realm. So do what you need to do to evoke that healthy Queen of Swords energy. It's very important for you to be able to keep managing this undercurrent of flow, even if it's happening unconsciously. I think you understand what I'm doing, and what I'm saying and doing I got from this Emperor card. So don't explain yourself to anybody. If somebody's coming to you trying to get your energy off you, just go back to the past. You know, you've got all of the teachings there for you. This is all your medicine. And really, like, the thing that's hurting the most is that maybe you don't really know how much you value what it is that you value, and that's what will change the perspective of your path, and you'll be ready to invite others in and to be able to really see the dynamics of change and how offers are coming to you. So this might not be the one, it's just a seed, it's an invitation for you to get onto the path of the one. Maybe, you know, maybe a relationship, sure, that's not, but if that's where you're going, that's wonderful for you, yes. But this is a very humble offering of how you relate to cups, energy, friendship, love, romance, like the softness of the heart, and to be able to slow down. And remember, there's the lotuses there to really see how all of the things that we've come through in that journey, because these streams of consciousness are really it's like earth, water, energy, both pathways. They're just different elements, right? It's really an alchemizing with that. So drink up. Poppy's having a drink. Yeah. Your own medicine, yeah. Thanks, Libra. Wow, I can really feel this energy in my head. Wonder if I can ask for that to be relieved a little bit. Aquarius. Gemini's next. Let's do Gemini cards. Aquarius. Oh, is that nice, miss? Aquarius, independent, original, humane. Ancient woman again. Oh. Let me just wait a second. Aquarius. Oh. That was like deja vu. Like a self-evoked. Because what I know about deja vu in the mind, it's a protection of the brain to be able, you can't receive this information, full disclosure, it's too much for the system, overwhelmed. So let's just show you something familiar. So let's distract you with something, yeah, have a chocolate. Run a program of automation instead of processing. Instead of getting to the heart of the matter, healer of the heart. I understand. Aquarius, this is not going to be pretty, I don't think. I mean, I don't think it's something that you want to hear. And maybe that's exactly what you want to hear right now, but it feels like I've got something to say. Oh, protection, courage, compassion, healing. If I could just sit at your feet a moment, and if you could just hear me from your heart ears for this reading, I would really hope to be able to help you on your quest. I don't want to, this independent energy of the Aquarian. The archetype of Aquarius, I think, is often misunderstood as a water sign. And it's the journey to the fountain of truth, the water. And that 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like big thinking, dreaming, like, but it's air. It's an air sign that's about the journey, not the destination. And you can really get distracted along the way and find many masks in the way of the silent, still voice that I can perceive. And looking at a piece of artwork that is three-dimensional, and I can really appreciate being able to sense this energy signature in a three-dimensional way, at least. We'll just say that for now. Om So Hum is the chant in the background. I am the universe, the oneness. I hope that you have those around you, Aquarius, who can turn the microphone of your heart on. Is this thing on? Healer of the heart. Beyond the silence she can hear. Beyond the sight she can see. Beyond the body she can feel. Beyond the heart she can heal. Maiden, spring, air. Yeah, this is bigger than what's before you. Whatever this reading is going to help you through for Scorpio season. This is bigger than what meets the eye. This is all what you can feel in the air. It's how it translates in the heart, or how the heart perceives it. High Priestess, I'm so sure. And how you cooperate with that otherworldly, higher frequency, the three-dimensional, the multiverse, if I can just be frank. You can be frank, babe. I don't know who said that. Be whatever you want to be. And in the past position, I just prominently saw the King of Wands there. I just felt like I got dunked underwater. You know that when the water rushes up your nose? My head hurts. 9 of Wands. That was from Libra, but also many reasons. The Lovers. 8 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Now I think the only card I've shown you is the 9 of Wands. And so that's sequential. Shadow energy on the bottom of the deck. If we had time to get through your whole story, we'd get to the 8 of Wands being the spoiler alert. And the 9 of Wands being the card in the position of your future. Whatever that means. Like what's next, I suppose. And it's just, all of this is relevant, right? It's a story together. The position of the past being the King of Wands, and in the energy of that which is showing up in smack bang in the center is that High Priestess energy. So this is like fire, King of Fire, and a very blue, lovely High Priestess. She's the namesake of this deck. She's the cover art, you know? She's the cover model. Powerful, intuitive messages that she's wanting to speak through the heart and really get to the center of the storyline for you, Aquarius. And this 3 of Pentacles energy, which is the crossing energy here, it's either hurting or helping you. It can be very black or dense in the environment when you're looking at how to interact and cooperate with others. There's this being sort of, oh, I've got my cup, I've got this thing, there's these other people, oh, I'm listening to you, it's like the marketplace, right? And it can be very, it's supposed to be positive cooperation, you know, monumental, what does that mean? I don't think that you want this moment to last. Like, you don't want to be made a statue out of in this current scene. I can sense that it feels very like a bit wounded in the future, still like having to deal with those wounds. Tend to that headache. You know, I'm going to have to drink some water after this. But coming in and out of that boundary, the Nine of Wands, and really being like, fuck, I'm going to need some help with this. I don't know who to ask, but it is about, you know, getting kind of conscientious with the universe right now. I've only just noticed the High Priestess and the Magician here, again, sequential cards. It's a lot. It's really going to fucking sort you out in a lining up of desires kind of way, you know. It's not going to be... it's not going to be how you expected it. I think that's what I mean when I say it's not going to be pretty, or it's not quite like how you want to show up at the finish line, Nine of Wands. You know, I think we're quite conscientious in the other unconscious position. The Page of Pentacles is really happy to fucking be here, ready to master the earth realm, move all the way to the King of Pentacles and graduate this realm, right? It's the last card in the whole suit, whole deck. But there's still something to learn here. Nine of Pentacles in the position of your hopes and or fears. Something to learn about inner security, you know, like home is where the heart is. That's really an important like message for the ego, the King of Wands, or the boss of the fire in you, the desire, like the, I want it all, I want it now, daddy now. And that's like, no, you're daddy. Like, this is masculine, feminine. The High Priestess and the Magician are like the grand, cosmic grandparents of this whole fucking thing. This is bigger than the people at the market. I just felt that something about time with that urgency. I channeled that character from Willy Wonka just now. What is it, Veruca Salt? She wouldn't, from this position, once you've mastered this Nine of Pentacles, or really come to face your fear and see it as, you know, what we resist persists us, but eventually it's like you get to choose free will. That's the outcome here. It's a crossroads of choice. And something about that in the position of others' effect on your effect on others is death. It's like waiting for a decision. And you just, like, everybody's gonna die. You're gonna die, so it doesn't matter what the decision is. Like, death's coming for you, know that. Now what? Get your mind sorted. Humbly accept your position of power as I'm offering the universe that which I want to receive. How much am I enjoying what I'm giving, as opposed to I want it now, daddy, now, or have I really, and it's on the table here for us to see, have I really lined up with that ultimate grandfather, grandmother, alchemized masculine and feminine role models of all resources on the table, wands, swords, pentacles, cups. Like, there's no limit, there's no doubt, there's unlimited resource and infinite knowing. Like, you know what I'm saying. It's kind of why it's a little bit like, oh fuck, I know. And I thought I was doing so well. Page of Pentacles underneath, but you are, like, it's just, this is it. You're in it now. This is the offering, this now moment to choose freely of your own divine free will, to call the High Priestess and the Magician in and to cooperate with them. Fuck death. You can't, this king trying to beg for his life. It's like the King of Wands trying to go, oh mate, let me just slip you a 20 and give me another 5 years. No, it doesn't fucking work like that. Queen of Swords, shit. I got carried away, but that was just what needed to be said. Three of Swords under there. You've got everything you need, literally all the resources there to enjoy your free will and to have control over your energy in a way that you've never had before. It's like going to release the fear of not having control of the mind, or not having free will to move with the journey to truth. Death is a decision. You have to decide, yes, I'm going to live today. It's not that simple, I get it. And it's not just duality, you know, but you can always choose a lighter thought and call in higher role models, magician, high priestess. Look into those cards. Really see what they're inviting you to learn before you judge yourself. And instead you'll find, because you need to be able to get into that Nine of Wands energy in the future position and ask for the right help. And that's a humbling process for the Knight of Wands. See the two horses, one's a little bit more and one's a little bit, you know, one's got red eyes too. Yeah, I think it's like a feed the wolf within story. I think this could go either way, and other people affect, or your environments affect. What happens when you come out of that portal place is really tempting for you to be like, oh, fuck this, it's your fault, fuck you, or whatever that feeling is. I don't know what that was, but more like an outside blame rather than a, well, yeah, I can see why that's happening now. I can see how I've attracted that, or no wonder my head hurts. Like, I'm feeling this, I'm channeling all the knowing, I'm seeing it from all perspectives. I'm able to, you know, find a lighter thought in even the darkest room. You know, that's the most graduated expression of King of Wands energy to take into this next chapter, so that you can integrate it and see it in your reality. Start here. Home. It's a practice. Rulers are Saturn and Uranus, science and change. It's a formula. It's kind of like that death card, kind of spirit slapping you. It's like, this is the facts, you know, like death is coming. Count how many days you've got until you know, your average lifespan, and then just reverse engineer it. You'll know exactly who to ask for help, or how to help yourself, or what to come out for and present that vulnerable, wounded warrior energy to, so that you can get to the 10 and drop this weight. I'd like to release that now. I need help. Thank you, Aquarius. Justice. Yeah, that was served, wasn't it? Fuck. I'm glad I got that out. I just had a fear of failure wash over me, and so I'm soothing it. Yeah, it's that, I'm still in that reading. It's a big decision, that death card. Okay. Little bit of sage for Gemini. Yeah, I'm all a bit skew-if with the order of the signs, but this is how it came out, I suppose. I think I might like to do air first. Maybe we'll go down. For the longest time, I felt like I was seeing energy in myself. Okay, how do I explain this? When I said going down, I would have felt air as here around my head, and cups, water signs as here, fire as here, earth was like my feet. But now, there's something astral about how I'm receiving these messages. Astral as in, there's different layers that I can sense. And somehow I can be everywhere and nowhere. I'm going to start looking into the ley lines, because I don't know, but I'm open, and that's such a nice way to segue into Gemini energy. It's such a fucking contradiction. Yeah, I don't know, but I want to. Yeah, the woman of fortune. Good fortune will come her way. All she has to do is turn the wheel of faith and pray. Apply my research and development, my studying practice to whatever topic that interests me. Take this and run with it, Gemini, whatever resonates. I have a Gemini rising, so I present very much like a Gemini. So enjoy what you see as a reflection of yourself. Your projection is your reality. I really do. Oh fuck, that was so cool. It was like, you grab the wheel, no you grab the wheel, no you grab the wheel. And woman of fortune, that wheel of fortune, smack bang in the bottom middle of that fucking hero's journey, you grab it, and it just, we change direction from descending to ascending. And it is that tipping point of faith that you're ready for, Gemini. Patience, faith, confidence, abundance. Wise woman, winter, earth. Yeah, I feel fucking connected to this already. Quick, curious, skillful, clever, versatile, social, witty, fun-loving. Mercury. Mercury is in the microwave. Yes, Page of Pentacles. And it's not your first rodeo with that. Ruled by Mercury. It's a fucking feast. You know what I mean when I'm talking about multiverses of information and contradiction and dimensions of signatures, energy signatures. Do you know what I mean? You've contemplated it at least with me. I've got the Four of Cups just confirming that for me. The position of your unconscious reality. The reason I said, do you know what I mean, is because to make meaning is to attach, to call it, you know, the Tao Te Ching, we say, the thing that can't be named. The Tao is, the Tao cannot be named. It's 10,000 things. If to name it, it loses its, to attach it to this density, restricts, resists. That's just in your unconscious position, and it's got something to do with your ego. Just, I think, I feel. I don't know shit. Oh, I think I feel. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Okay, there's a lot of cups going on here, yo. And the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck could be marriage, could be love, could be like just higher union, or like a certificate even. Just like, yay, we did it. Yay, you got the keys to the kingdom. Could be a graduation, an entitlement. I don't know, but it is definitely public validation. Six of Wands here showing up in the position of the future, and the past position being Five of Wands. That's fucking, you did it. One small step for mankind, for Gemini kind. I don't know. 5 to the 6, that's like petty little fucking detail. Or the level playing field, just having a little tussle around. It's like sibling rivalry or gossip, you know. And it's a big step to move through that and arrive in the future position, in this victory energy, coming home from a war, seemingly. But, you know, to see it on the other side of the 5, on the other side of change, and not, again, attach meaning to the egoic achievement or to how others are seeing you, because this is like how the public victory, the public eye, and it's really like, you know, what are you attaching meaning to outside of yourself, and where can you, I think there's a calling here for you, 4 of Cups, to really sit with your value system. Maybe you've just got, you know, you're only sure of maybe 3 cups in your realm, and there's just something that's niggling in your reality, and it's definitely like deep healing. This is like, it could be the Hierophant on the bottom of the deck, the Ace of Pentacles. This could be that seed to release your inner child. Could be, definitely is. And I think it's an invitation for you to take action on something that's been sitting in your unconscious, in your periphery. And it's time to sit down and really, left foot, right foot, you know, sit down, tell your body, I'll answer the emails later, I'll do that thing after, I'll respond to that external notification. But first I need to tune in and really figure out what's got a hold of you so that you can get a hold of the fortunate side of it, the wheel of fortune, the other side of this is the Lovers. It's conscious choice. So you can consciously see this and go, that triggers me because I value this, or I want this from you because I thought that I couldn't get it from myself. And this is just in fucking enlightening healing, really. And it's very valuable, Page of Pentacles, for your next venture, your next thing that you're mastering, the next hobby, or that you might be starting something new. And it's like the first day, I really don't want to bring that baggage with me. Well, it's here and you're releasing it. And so you've got to do your bit though to really like help the herb along, help the medicine along. So working with that inner child voice, the sun and the shadow energies there. That's Sadhguru. And he's just asked, what is the most important thing in your life right now? And he's saying, oh my goodness, this just came through in the previous reading, Aquarius. He said, the most important thing in your life right now is that you're alive. And to be aware of that and to fucking leap forward into victory energy. This is a victory energy, but to have conscious awareness, I think you really need to sense this achievement that's coming up, because this last run in your staff here of the Celtic Cross is just freaking heart. It's a heart awakening. It's really, you're on your way to fully seeing how all of this niggling stuff in the past, Five of Wands, sorry, and it could have been something to do with Pentacles because of the position of your hopes or fears. It's the Eight of Pentacles, which is like you're working fucking hard for this achievement or this, and it's almost done. Look how close it's almost done. Just keep chipping away, but is it going to be worth it? Yes. The reward is everlasting flow, and your effect on others, it could be very inspirational. I'm sensing it could be very inclusive, like, oh wow, look at them, I want to be just like that. And I don't know, maybe this has got something to do with that Six of Wands and the King of Cups. King of Pentacles, accidentally wanting to slip out there, but I'm still got my hand on this Five of Wands, just trying to sense what this is in the past that you're really trying to work through. It might not seem like a big deal on the surface, or it might be like, oh, everybody's got this same problem, we're all on the same plane for even trauma. But it takes a lot to overcome that sense of need from the other and to feel that victorious, regulated self. And that's the King of Cups in your personal power. Just like, it's just enough for you to feel balanced and whole and consciously aware that you're alive and that you have the ability to shut out that crowded or busy, like turn the music off. I can hear the ringing in my ears all of a sudden, which is why I always have the music on. I've had tinnitus for years, just it's huge, and here is when I hear it. And if I sat with it for long enough and really enclosed myself, I can work with it, or you train yourself to not hear it and focus on something that's more pleasurable or enjoyable for the brain. To soothe, it's like a screeching cry for attention in my psyche. Wow, that was a nice segue. But that, in saying the thing, again with the Tao, we were saying, in saying the thing, it's just lost all meaning, and it's something to do with this Six of Cups and the devil here. And I want to just reference Brene Brown's work, because I think she speaks of shame in the same way, which is kind of what we shackle ourselves to when we allow the devil to, not make that phone call, or not take that opportunity, or not present that project, or not celebrate your gifts, or whatever. There's that, oh, I lost it. Shame, nice. There's that moment, and she found in her research, Brene Brown, where as soon as we speak it, what do they say? A problem shared is a problem halved. And that in and itself is an act of regulation that I think that you can really leverage in your own intimate practice. This is you and you, yourself and I, and maybe just pull in how much you're sharing with others, because this 10 of Cups is really like you and your significant other, your higher self, your partner, your family unit, whatever that means to you. It comes in so many forms. Everybody's rainbow is a different color. And whatever that means to you, that way you could just turn your back on the outside world and just focus on that which lights you up. And that's what gives you enough to share. And it might just give you the motivation to get through this next project, I think, or to finish this next task, or to just get through the year, I'm hearing. 8 of Pentacles. And if that's, leading you towards new love, or a deeper connection with your family, or, just an inner child healing, so that you can safely play in the nostalgia of your mind and not be triggered by the devil, but more go, yes, I know why that serves my vision now. And you're able to dance with the memories on the water. The King of Cups is so regulated. He's the only king who can balance on water. The depth of that emotion, it's solid. And he's moving forward. He has direction with this staff. He can navigate himself out there. And there's more coming, So grab that Wheel of Fortune, really stare that external demon in the face, and sit at the feet of this practice to really unlock the next flourish of healing, emotional healing, love. That was nice. Oh, my head feels better. Yeah, it shifted into my heart. There's a lot of cups there. That was nice. Gemini, you must really appreciate that's it just harmonized the system. There's a lot after the other readings too. Nice big sigh from the puppy dog. Well, I think that's a wrap, everyone. I'm gonna wands in my head. I'm gonna drink some water. And who knows what's going to happen next, but we'll get this out today. And I'd love to send an email out to everybody who's come through the portal place in the last 3 or 4 years. And I think people call that their database. Blooming butterfly. And just share my most recent chrysalis phase. And just not much else. That's all for now. I'll see you next time.